Hello everybody, my name is Will, creator of Kawaii Koala Club. And I was going through a game that Koa had played earlier when something occurred to me that this game deserves a lot more justice than Koa could deal with it by himself in his usual manner. So I decided that the best way to treat this game in the most appropriate way was to start an entire new segment where it's me playing the game instead of dear old Koa. And now the reason I'm doing this is because Toren here has a very in-depth, surreal, really well thought out and intricate story that I feel needs to be brought across more instead of the clip show that Koa usually does. So I figured that I would play it, and then that way that you all can get the correct experience from Toren, and hopefully you would all want to go out and play it. Now I don't know how long this game is, but considering after Koa's about 40-minute playtime with it, I imagine the game's not very long, so this will probably be like 1 or 2 episodes, depending on what happens. The game actually is a little unforgiving, if I remember correctly. So, without further ado, this is Toren. So, from my understanding, the game starts off with this little flash forward thing telling you just like, well, things about to get real. And you see here, you're completely decked out, you got little makeup on. Oh, okay, alright. You got a little makeup on, you got the full set of stuff going on. I'm gonna see if, since I actually have a little bit of experience playing this game, that maybe I'll be able to actually get further than I did originally. Bring it on, dragon! Something else I wanted to point out to everybody about this game is it's actually Brazilian. Some Brazilian developers created this game, and while I don't know what language they're actually speaking in the game, it doesn't sound like I don't know what language is spoken in Brazil. It's like, I don't think it's Spanish or anything like that. It could be, I don't know. I'm not a good world traveler. But I think it's something like what they used in whatever language they were speaking in Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. Something around those lines. Something like that. But as you can see from the way that this game opens up, it's just... First off, you're taken back by how amazing this artwork style is. And originally, when Koa was going through it, he made the comment about how it's a lot like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Now, that was years ago, and this is a relatively new game. And it's also indie developed. So it's not going to look exactly as good as it did. But the artistic style that they went for in this game is very reminiscent of what was going on in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And I got to thinking, well, what if Legend of Zelda Wind Waker looked like this? How cool would that be to have everyone's favorite hero of time running through the open seas with graphics that were a little bit sharper, a little more higher detail. Now that's not saying that the graphics were bad in Wind Waker. That amazing game. Loved it. But I'm just thinking that it would be really cool if this was the same graphics as in Wind Waker. I mean, it's definitely cel shaded. I think it's cel shaded anyway. Somebody can go ahead and prove me wrong on that, but I think it's cel shaded. Now, what we just saw was a baby walking around in what appeared to be, I guess, blood. It's weird. And then we flash forward to a couple years where she's able to walk and climb and go after phantom birds and have hair. Oh, oh, hey look, there's a creepy old guy. What's up, old man? You're creepy. I did not see him the first time through. He just like an invisible space. and then we flash forward again. And this is kind of why I wanted to do the proper Let's Play of this game, is because there, just in that opening bit, there is so much going on. So much fast forwarding. Now, the other interesting feature is that whenever you see this little icon, you can press and hold... there we go. You can press and hold this button, and it'll show you the objective you're currently supposed to go to, which right now is go talk to the old man. Now, I'm going to avoid that for a second to see if there's any, like, explorables around here. And I don't think there are any. Okay. Alright, old man. What do you got? What do you got for me, old man? So apparently I try to take his mask first, and that doesn't work, because he's dead. Okay. Now that tree looks a lot like the alchemist tree, either from FMA or if it's based on something else. But there's a central focus of a tree so far in this game. It's very weird, because he gives me this, and then you just turn around and you go plant it over here, and that's going to come back later. So remember, I did that. And also the sun has gone supernova for some reason. Well, actually, it's going to tell you why. It's right here. So it's kind of like humanity biting the forbidden fruit again. But it's taking a much different approach. I mean, there's no giant robots or stupid little kids not getting in robots. But oh yeah, and also the control. Well, at least on my controller, things are a little bit weird. Like I'm pressing up on the stick that it wants me to, and I'm looking left. I'm pushing down, and it looks right. It's a little bit weird, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Glad they gave me silence to contemplate the meaning of everything here. Like when I was watching the trailer for this, I originally thought that it was going to be like more lighthearted and kind of funny, and just like yeah, did anybody play X-Blades, the really shitty hack and slash game? Because I thought it was going to be more like that, but it appears to be more like a puzzle game than anything else. Oh wait, I don't go there yet. Stupid elk. But once I actually got into the game, I found out that it actually isn't like that at all. So what we have here is you're supposed to look at all this. So, time mocks the night, important before evil. Ancient gods litter his past, calling his truths a lie. His turtles. The earth itself reveals the price to be paid in blood. And then you go and look at the guy himself, and you break it. That's unfortunate. That's like $600 down the drain. I'm like, I don't know. Alright.